All right, NASCAR fans, we need to talk about something NASCAR's own CEO just admitted out loud. And it's not what you'd expect from the top of the sport. Steve O'Donnell sat down on the Racin With The Boys podcast and basically told fans, yeah, we heard you and we got some things wrong. If you felt like NASCAR strayed from what made it NASCAR in the first place, this one's for you. And hey, real quick, if you are a true NASCAR fan like me, go ahead and drop a like and subscribe to the channel. NASCAR Nation News is just getting started. We are pushing for our next subscriber milestone, and it's all about real talk from fans who live this sport every week. All right, let's get into it. So let's start with the big admission. O'Donnell said NASCAR, in trying to chase new fans, made some changes that just didn't feel like NASCAR. His words, he said the sport tried some things differently, hoping it would bring new eyes in, and the longtime fans noticed right away. They pushed back hard. And O'Donnell's not dodging that. He's owning it. That's a pretty big deal. You know, you don't usually hear a NASCAR CEO come out and say, we messed up. But that's essentially what happened here. He said the risk was real too. That chasing something new could end up pushing the loyal fan base away completely. Now, here's where it gets interesting. O'Donnell pointed to two specific races as proof that NASCAR is actually listening now. Bowman Gray and North Wilkesboro. Those events, he said, are examples of NASCAR responding directly to what fans have been asking for. But here's the thing, he was also honest about the limits. He said NASCAR can't just run 36 races like that across the whole season. It's not realistic. What matters though is that fans see the effort. He said it shows fans that NASCAR hasn't forgotten about them and that their voice actually means something. And there's one more piece to this that I think is important. O'Donnell made it clear NASCAR isn't trying to split its audience into two camps, old school diehards on one side and new casual fans on the other. His goal, in his own words, is for everyone, longtime fans and new ones alike, to become core fans, people who are proud to be part of it. All right, next up, the actual race weekend experience. This is a big one for anyone who's ever traveled to see a race in person. O'Donnell talked about how NASCAR wants newcomers to have a clear reason to show up, understand what they're walking into at the track, and actually enjoy the whole weekend, not just the 500 laps on Sunday. He used Michigan as the example here. Get this. 515 600 campers showed up for that race weekend. Families were there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Not just race day, the whole weekend. So what does that tell NASCAR? According to O'Donnell, it means people want more than just the race itself. They want music, they want social activities, they want a full event where they can bring their kids and be around people they enjoy being around. He said the goal is turning a race into an event, not just a race. Now let's talk schedule, because this is where NASCAR's future could actually shift. O'Donnell confirms Sunday is still the priority. Why? Because that's when NASCAR pulls in its biggest television audience. Straight up, in his words, that's the sweet spot. Sunday is where the most eyeballs are on the sport. But, and here's the part that might surprise you, he didn't rule out midweek races. He said NASCAR is looking at when it races and where it races and asked directly, could there be a midweek race here or there? He said there might be opportunities to make that happen, and then there's Saturday. O'Donnell said NASCAR is looking at ways to get more fans inside the track for those Saturday events specifically. A few things he pointed to. Cup Series drivers stepping in to race on Saturdays, young up-and-coming competitors getting track time, concessions, and ticket pricing. He explained that when Cup guys come back and race on Saturdays, it puts more eyeballs on the series, and it gives some of the young talent a chance to compete against the best in the sport. That's a win for exposure and a win for development, all in the same weekend. So let's recap real quick. NASCAR CEO admitted the sport drifted from its identity chasing new fans. Bowman Gray and North Wilkesboro are the proof NASCAR is course correcting. Race weekends could get bigger with more family activities built around them. Sunday stays the TV priority, but midweek races are officially on the table. And Saturdays could see more Cup drivers, more young talent, and changes to ticket pricing and concessions. That's a lot of moving pieces for one podcast appearance. So here's my question for you. Out of everything O'Donnell talked about, what matters most to you? Is it the idea of midweek races, the bigger race weekend experience, or just NASCAR admitting it needs to get back to its roots? Drop it in the comments. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure you like this video and subscribe to NASCAR Nation News. We'll keep bringing you the real talk on everything happening in the sport. See you in the next one.